Hi guys, welcome to another video. This is from the basic series and we're going to do one more question in this one. If n is a positive integer, okay, so n is a positive integer, which means it has to be 1, 2, 3, 4, great. That's the most comfortable set of numbers to work with. So whenever I see positive integer, I become really happy, which makes it slightly easier. And the units digit of 7 to the power n is divisible by 3. Okay, that is not a good thing. Alright, 7 units digit of 7 to the power n is divisible by 3. Okay, that's fine. So what is the pattern of 7 to the power n? I'm not going to read the question first. I'm going to first break down. Units digit of 7 to the power n can be 7 if it's power 1, right? So you remember the patterns, the units place pattern. That's why you need to remember. With power 2, 6, 10 and so forth. The next is 9, then comes 9 times 7, 3, and then comes 1. Right. So which of these 4 is divisible by 3? Okay, these two are divisible by 3, which means we are looking at n to be 1, 2, 3, 4. We're not looking at n to be a multiples of 4. And we're not looking at n to be giving us, when you divide by 4, to give us remainder 1. Okay, we're not looking for that combination also. But n can be 2 or 3, so it could be 6, it could be 10, it could be 7, it could be 11, right? So when you divide by 4 for these two sets, you can get a remainder of 2. Sorry, when you divide by 4, so here you get remainder 2. When you divide by 4, and these numbers, if you divide by 4, you get a remainder 3. Alright, great. Which of the following must be true? N is even. Not necessarily. Must be true is the question. So in must be true, my tactic would be, I will try to disprove the statement. I will try to find an example where the statement is not true. So n is even. Well, what if it's 3? If it's 3, n is not even. So this statement does not have to be true 100% of the time. So it's out of my answer option. N is odd, similarly gone. N is divisible by 3. Wow. Okay, really? Wait. Does n have to be divisible by 3? Now this is a tricky one. I would have marked third in a hurry, thinking, oh yes, these are 3 and 9. No, but n is 2, 6, 10, 3, 7, 11. These are the numbers that n can be, and so on. I've just taken these for an example, and here I notice that n could be 6, which is divisible, yes, but n could be 2, which is divisible by 3, no, which means the third statement is also not must be true, and that's why the answer would be none. And that's how you go about solving the problem. You can solve it. Don't worry about the speed at first. Just go through the get your fundamentals right. Write these examples down like I did. 2, 6, 10, 3, 6, 11. Write them down if you need a bit more. That will help you to get things moving, like instead of feeling stuck, like, and why that happens is that what I've noticed in my students who I teach is that they will think that, oh, we do these really big jobs and we are professionals and we are, it's very embarrassing that this kind of a problem is getting the best of us. Don't worry about these embarrassments, okay? Don't worry about anything. Don't let any of those factors stop you. Get in the way. And it does, believe me, right? So what you need to do is not try to jump to the solution and try to do the whole question in your mind because you're too smart or anything. No, it's nothing to do with smartness, okay? It's just being about systematic and doing things step by step. See, I am a math trainer. I've taught over 1,000 students from all across the globe. I was teaching in Singapore for 3 years, then I was teaching in Netherlands for a year, and I've taught multiple students online from all across the globe, right? Even I like to write every step down. If you saw me working this solution, this is not me writing all of these things is not just because I'm explaining to you. I would do the same thing if I was solving the problem. because writing things down step by step helps me to helps me and helps every single student to be able to break the problem down into smaller bits without worrying too much. Okay, you don't want to get stressed out, you don't want to remember too much because you get tired. GMAT is a long test and you don't want to remember all this shit. I just want to write it down, solve the problem, forget about it, move on to the next problem, right? What also happens is when you try to do it mentally in your head, thinking it's too easy, like for example, I didn't write this 7 9 3 1, the four patterns, and I try to think in my head directly. That it should be divisible by 3, so 9 and 3, which means the second and the third place, which means the remainder should be 2 or remainder 3. I can do it, yes, but when I am analyzing these statements, I could easily forget the first bit of information that I processed in my head. And that's not what I want to do. And I will be wasting time. And I will have to repeat the whole thing. And I will also get frustrated. None of that is worth it. Okay? So, there's no one magic formula. Try to attack the problem. List everything down. Don't try to remember anything. Don't try to store things in your memory. Use your brain just like a calculator. That will just calculate and move on. Nothing to remember. Everything you will jot down on the anything that's important is a piece of puzzle or a piece of clue or which you need, you jot it down with your pen, just like I did. Okay, that is a very important advice. Whether you are smart, whether you're not so smart, doesn't matter. Okay, being systematic is something that GMAT teaches us. This quant will teach you how to look at problems, how to break them down, and how to systematically attack them. It is a bit humbling. I have been humbled by it multiple times, numerous times, but it is a great experience. Right, see you in the next video. Till then, keep practicing and don't try to prove yourself too smart. Just try to break the problem down, do it as simply as possible, note it down, just like you would do in school. Okay, and you will hopefully realize that what I'm telling you is completely true, and it helps you. Yeah, all right, see you in the next video. Bye.